enlisted in the Marine Corps September 12, 2001. So there was something that happened the day before that that changed my life and actually changed the world. The way that you fly, the way that you travel now is totally different because of that day.
Day 2, Affiliate World Conferences in Budapest. I'm with my man Butch Hildebrand. I known this guy for a long time, man.
What's up, brother? How are you?
Yo, we got fans here.
Here I am, like, teaching kindergarten kids. I watched 2 planes fly into buildings, and I was like, holy shit. The next day, I went to a recruiting office, and I said, I want to be a Marine. The guy at the Marine was like, can you do pull-ups? I was like, how many do you want, man? Listen, we're in this world for a very short time. We want to make an impact. Truth be told, like, I'd like the idea of impact, and I think that you understand this more than most. You're making a massive impact on this entire community.
When we first met you, you have this aura about you, and that aura works, man. I think people trust you, and you don't bullshit. The times I see how you interact with people.
You can lie as much as you want in this industry, and many people do. You get found out immediately. You're like, oh, I'm bullshitting. Oh, I have this, and this. Do you?
How do you weed filter all that bullshit out so you don't waste time? Because time is money, man, obviously.
The bullshit meter for me is, it starts with, you're a fucking liar. Trust is earned. The longer I see you, around, the more people I see you are affiliating with. I watch this. Now I know this is a good person.
Get ready to level your shit up with the LFG show. We travel the globe to bring you heavy hitters from all walks of life. We've been talking some serious business, from the best digital marketers, government contracting experts, to top athletic and celebrity doctors. We've got it all covered. We're talking to guys with cash in for billions with a B. And the best thing is, we're just getting started. So hold on tight. We're about to crank it up a notch. Get ready for next level networking and masterminds within the LFG community. Scared money don't make no money or honey. Hit the subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, and let's fucking go.
Day 2, Affiliate World Conferences in Budapest. I'm with my man Butch Hildebrand. I known this guy for a long time, man.
What's up, brother? How are you?
Yo, we got fans here.
We're trying to record. Ladies, please.
Yo, this guy's one of the most interesting people in all of the lead gen affiliate world. This fucking guy travels way more than me, and I travel like a motherfucker. I've been like 105, 110 flights. How many fucking flights did you do last year? Or this year? I don't even know.
Last year on Delta, 170. On Delta. I don't know about Tarom. I don't know about Emirates. So maybe 200 last year, 200 flights, give or take.
So, man, we got to talk about that. First of all, guys, if you like our content, we got a lot. It's right there. Listen, if you like our content, like, subscribe, share this shit. We're putting out some fucking fire, and Butch gonna bring the fucking fire, right? He's gonna talk about all the fucking shits and help you make some more fucking money. So like, subscribe, comment, let's fucking go.
Brother, I am not fire. I am gasoline. You are fire. I am gasoline. I'm an accelerant. I just propel people. That's all I do, right? You're the fire. I promise you.
I appreciate that.
I walked fucking through New York. I watched this shit. People were fucking grabbing you. LFG, motherfucker, let's go. I'm like, of course they are. Of course they are. The coolest shit, bro. You just took something and said, fuck it, I'm gonna turn this on. And maybe the last 6 months especially, the content that you put out is fucking incredible. And it's wildly successful because random ass people, this is why I know, random ass people pull you aside and go, I fucking saw this shit. I was like, this fucking guy.
Yeah, but they gotta subscribe. That's the thing. People 100%. Are seeing it, so that's why I'm making the push. I gotta start doing it. That's my call to action. You know, I gotta start
subscribe, and share.
That's like, subscribe, and share.
That's it, man.
So let's talk about sharing some knowledge, man. You travel like crazy, right? And you know what I like about it? And first of all, thank you for your service, man. Marine. My dad was a Marine. My dad passed in February. You're very
thank you. Hi, Jenny. How are you?
You guys.
Thanks,
without that, we wouldn't have the freedom we have, man. Is what it comes out. I think people forget about that at the end of the day, you know, and it's kind of a shame to forget about, but you know, I appreciate what you did. Thanks, thank you for your service.
Thank you. It was I enlisted in the Marine Corps September 12, 2001.
Wow.
So there was something that happened the day before that that changed my life and actually changed the world. The way that you fly, the way that you travel now is totally different because of that day.
Sure.
I was a Division I college wrestler. Pretty skilled at what I do. And that happened. I was teaching kindergarten, September 11th, right? Teaching. And this happened, and I was like, I may as well
so
go do this.
you were a teacher before you got in this world.
Yeah.
That's crazy. This is amazing. Okay.
Yeah, so here I am, like, teaching kindergarten kids. I watched 2 planes fly into buildings, and I was like, holy shit. The next day, I went to a recruiting office, and I said, I want to be a Marine. And I actually didn't want to be a Marine. I just wanted to serve. And they had a pull-up bar. And the guy at the Marine was like, can you do pull-ups? I was like, how many do you want, man? Fucking wrestler. I can do as many as you want. Yeah. And, that's how
How many pull-ups did you do, by the way?
Like in a row that day?
Yeah.
20. They stopped me at 20. Marine Corps maximum is 20, so that's what I did.
Okay.
20. I was like, I'm good. I don't know how many I can.
It's a strong guy.
Probably a lot.
Yeah. No, you're getting a lot of fanfare here, man. It's fucking crazy.
We're trying. It's yeah. Listen, I appreciate you. Thank you for the thanking of the service. I just wanted to wear a sexy uniform, man.
Yeah.
Listen, we're in this world for a very short time. We want to make an impact, and truth be told, like, I like the idea of impact, and I think that you understand this more than most. You're making a massive impact on this entire community, whether it be lead gen, whether it be affiliate shit. Like, you make an impact every single day. You know why? Because random people stop you and say, "Fuck, let's go." You know what?
Yeah. Well, you do too, man. And like when we first met you, I saw you out there. You have this aura about you, and that aura works, man. And I think people trust you, and you don't bullshit. There's been times I see how you interact with people. If you can do something, you can fulfill. I can do it, or I can't do it. And I think that goes a long way. You filter out the bullshit, right? Is what it comes down to.
You can't. Well, the thing is, you can lie as much as you want in this industry, and many people do. You get found out immediately.
Yeah.
You get fucking nailed. You're like, oh, I'm bullshitting. Oh, I have this, and this. Do you? Listen, I see your fucking Lambo that you rented. Fuck you. Like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, actually work. Actually put time in. And we met a few years ago, and it was wild because at the time I was going back and forth to Colombia, to Medellin, right? Yeah. And you go, oh, I might have some affinity to Medellin, Colombia. And I was like, what? That's how it started talking. And I was like, oh my goodness. Then it was like one show after another show after another show. We don't actually work together, but we run in the same circle, and it overlaps all day long. And so for me, it's wild to see people in this industry, and it's fucking notorious for it, they're making shit up.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I do this. And do you? Yeah. Do you really? Let me see your fucking bank account, bro.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. You get found out. And there are so many Telegram chats, like advertiser blacklists, like people that say this shit, say they can do it, and don't perform. I'm like, fuck that. I would rather be a mediocre performer, but actually know my shit. Yeah. Actually know what I'm doing. Actually be able to produce. Then fucking make a bunch of shit up and stop. I hate it.
How do you weed that out? I mean, I feel like when you're in this industry or any business, you involving sales, you have like a bullshit detector. And it goes off. Like, there's so many, like, all right, this isn't consistent. So how do you filter all that bullshit out so you don't waste time? Because time is money, man, obviously. Like you said, we have a short amount of time on Earth. You don't want to waste your time with motherfuckers that aren't bringing value or wasting your fucking time. So, and obviously, when I got into business, I got ripped off like a motherfucker. It was like, it's part of your tuition to, pay that dumb tax. So how do you, it hasn't happened to me a long time, and knock on wood, hopefully it don't for a long time either, but I don't want to let my guard down, but I feel like the longer you do this, the better your bullshit detector is. So what's your tips on that?
You have to, we just did, like an interview about an hour ago, to Russian speakers, right? And there's like 20,000 live views at this time that we're watching. And actually, Jenny Gonzalez from Trackfinity said this to me. She goes, she's from Venezuela.
Yeah.
The problem with Americans is, we'll smile at you. We'll say, bless your heart. Yeah. And we're essentially telling you to fuck off. Yeah. Right? Bless your heart. Or fuck you. It's the same. So Americans will smile at you and stab you in the back. Oddly, I have strong connection to CIS region, Russia, Ukraine, former Soviet Eastern Bloc, right? They don't bullshit you. They can't.
Straightforward.
They have no bullshit. This is what it is. It's very black and white. And so I try to use a bit of being an American and smile, which they don't smile CIS. Yeah. They don't smile Ukraine, they don't smile Russia. They look at you and they're very fucking serious. Yeah. So I try to take my idea of being a nice American, but then also like using the tactics that they have of like, you either tell me or you either lie to my face or you fucking don't talk. You know, like they're very, 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 very short. And just tell the truth. Truth be told, the bullshit meter for me is it starts with you're a fucking liar. Every single person I meet, fuck you, you're a liar.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Trust is earned. The longer I see you around, the more people I see you are affiliating with, or pictures or chats or whatever that comes up. I watch this. Now I know this is a good person. Generally speaking, then sometimes we go out in bars, we sing songs together, whatever it may be.
We had a great time last night, by the way, doing karaoke. You killed it. I got videos of you, man. I got to say
West Virginia. Yeah. That's what it is.
Yeah.
If I meet you for the first time, I already think you're a liar.
Yeah.
This is the bullshit meter. The longer that we stay together, the more we interact, the more trust that I see in somebody is more earned. Okay, now, we may not do business for 5 years, but when we do it, it's going to be real. This matters. I don't need to do business with you today, but let's build and foster and develop a relationship that goes, all right, now we've worked together for 3 or 4 years as friends. Now I actually trust you. Okay, now let's go make money. That's when it matters. So yeah, bullshit meter starts at whatever, total liar, and trust is earned. So
I love it. No one really talks about trust is earned. I have a buddy of mine that started a marketing company, right? And she's learning as she goes along, but she came to me for advice maybe 3 or 4 months ago. And she was like, listen, this is what I did. I gave this person equity. And listen, equity should not be given out. It's got to be earned. Just like trust, the same shit. You know, because think about it, when you're giving someone equity, you're giving a piece of your company. It's like a piece of your blood is where you come. You took the financial risk. So you agree with that? And then she was like, David, you know, she wanted to fight getting rid of those people. And now she has people earn equity, man. She just changed her whole thing. It's like, Dave, that was the best advice I got. But it's kind of like, it falls along the same lines, I think.
It's, here's the thing with equity, right? You don't want to water down your product.
Yes.
You don't want to dilute what you have. If you have a skill set or a product or a service that fucking matters, that makes money, or that impacts the world. Like, look at Elon Musk, right? Let's call him. You know why I like him? He's doing things to help humanity.
Yes.
Really. Whether it be Tesla or Starlink or whatever. He's like doing things to help. The guy's the richest person in the world or whatever. Yeah. He's still doing things to help. You don't want to dilute your product. If you have a skill set, right? Use it. If you can monetize it, amazing. But don't spread the wealth around and just because you need this or I need contacts. No. If you know your shit, you know your shit, right? Work. Do your job. Do what you like, but know your worth. Yeah. And I think this is the problem. Some people can be amazing business owners or operators or whatever. They dilute their product. And
why do you think they do that? You think because they don't have confidence in the product? Is that what it is? That's what I think it is, yeah.
Yeah. Listen, for example, I know who you are. I know who I am. I think that we're relatively confident people, right? The other day I sat for 7 hours in a video shoot and photography, and it was totally out of my element. I had four Ukrainian girls who are models taking pictures. I watched these girls with probably socially with me.
You weren't naked, were you?
No, not yet.
7 hours is a long time, man. Holy shit.
I was exhausted.
Yeah.
You know why? Because it's not my skill set. Yeah. I'm not a model.
Well, you got out of your comfort zone. You got to do that sometimes.
I had to.
Yeah.
But I watched these girls from their comfort zone.
Shout out LeadBit. Shout out LeadBit. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let me put these things on. Let's talk about.
Actually, Lena is here. I'll bring her. She's right here.
But let's go with the story.
So she goes. I watched them turn on being models. Out of my skill set. I don't know what to do with my hands. How do I smile? What do I do? These women, boom. They went from socially maybe awkward to in front of camera.
Yeah, they turned it on.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah.
This is not my skill set. You know what? I appreciate that. They have something that I don't have. These are the people that I want to work with. These are the people that I want to like. If I don't have it, cool. I don't need to know it. I don't need to be a model. Listen, call it what it is. I'm not going to be a model. But they do. And I think this is important for our business. If you have a skill set, own it and be very fucking good at it. And if you need help, Go to the people who are amazing at what they do and utilize them. Work together. This is combining business. This is like, I don't need to know everything.
That's how 1 + 1 = fucking 10 instead of 2.
Completely. I mean, it's absolutely accurate to say that. Like, how is it like, I don't know the first fuck all about modeling.
Yeah.
But they do. I don't need to model. I have 4 hot Ukrainian girls. They can model for me. It's okay.
Dude, that's great advice. And it sounds, a lot of stuff you're saying is simple, but it's the simple things people forget. We complicate shit with our egos and this and that, right? And I think that comes from your experience traveling. You've probably done 1,000 flights plus. You traveled the world, and it all comes down to the basics at the end of the day, man.
It's as weird as it sounds, I'm like, start with being nice.
Yeah.
Like, how are you? That matters. Good morning matters, right? These things are sort of being nice, but then it's like, and be open and willing to accept culture. Understand that, listen, my Spanish is horrible. Right? I don't speak Russian, but I'm learning words and I'm trying.
Yeah.
This is the craziest thing, man. I'm in a room with 10 people, Russia, Ukraine. There's a war going on between them. They're there working together, same company, working together. All of the people in the room are speaking English because of me.
Yeah.
I don't really like that. I wish that I could just be speaking their language. But they're making an accommodation for me because maybe I have a skill set that I can bring to them. I'm learning from them. They learn from me. It's amazing. You said it perfectly, like our egos get in the way. Fucking check that shit.
Ego, insecurity, all that shit. Yeah.
This girl, I was at EDC in Vegas, right? And it said, her shirt said, your ego is not your amigo. And I was like, fuck, that's real. Your ego is not your amigo, which is true. I'm like, I absolutely love this, you know? I think that's it, especially with men. We're like strong, virile. I can do whatever I want to do because I'm a man. Sometimes you just got to be like, fuck, I don't know. And ask questions. People will help you. If you're nice, they'll help you. Yeah. And genuinely asking, not to make money, but to learn, to help. And if you have a chance to give every time.
No, it's great advice, man. And again, I think you're a master connector. You're a great person. You mean well, and you keep your circles tight. Even though a lot of people know you, I feel that you keep your circles tight, man, is what you do. And I think that it's gone a long way for you.
It matters. And it goes back to what I said before. I meet all these people. Same as you. Meet all these people. If I meet you enough times, I'll start to trust you. It wasn't until last night that we sang songs together, but this matters. This is years in the making. Like years in the making, and now here we are, like having a blast. And I'm like, this matters. So it's a really good time on a global level to come together. Yeah. Be nice, man. You know, like
that's what it comes down to.
Get to know somebody who you don't speak the same language. Go to a weird ass place. I'm in like Moldova or Georgia or Armenia or wherever, these crazy places. I spoke at MAC this year in Yerevan, Armenia. There were 3,300 people at the show. 3 native English speakers. Wow. 3. Myself, Van Oaks, and Mark Scannell, who's from Ireland. Yeah. So we don't count him. So we're sitting there. I'm like, there's only 3 of us. Yeah. You know what? It was like one of the most encouraging times I've had because I was completely out of my comfort zone. You get immersed into a culture that you're not used to. You have to perform or you don't. You're a performer. You're an elite performer. You make it fucking.
You have to.
I know a lot of you guys are doing pay per call. A lot of you guys have call centers. We got AI in the house. We got Neil Billick. He's the founder and the CEO of All Rise AI. They're doing big things. I'm a user of his service.
We are coming in immediately 4xing contact rates for clients. What we found in my BPO when I ran it and deployed the AI was we had 30-second wait times before the deployment between connections. And my guys were making about 500 connections a day. Times 30 seconds, we were wasting 250 minutes a day per head in a call center.
That's 4 hours. That's half
4 hours,
day. Yeah.
half their day, or half their wages being spent on them waiting for a call. Yeah. The reason your wait time's high is when you're calling out, you have an abandon rate you have to stay under of 3% that's programmed in your dialer.
If the AI is weeding that out, and I think that's the benefit, it's collapsing time frames, it's helping your top producers produce, which is what you want them to do.
People are afraid AI is going to replace call center agents, and it may, but right now, use it to maximize your human resource. So leveraging it for the tools it can be to do exactly what you're saying. Let the humans do what they can do best. Let the AI get cursed out.
Yeah. Listen, there've been so many times my voice is okay. I go to shows like the first night, I don't know, always some crap happens. And I invariably got to speak the next day. I wake my voice up, I'm like, Jesus. And somehow, before I get on stage, it comes back. And I bring it, man. Like you gotta, it's like those models. You gotta have the fucking switch, man. It's gotta happen.
Someone told me this probably 20 years ago. I'm not a big baseball guy, but I can understand the reference. Game 7 of the World Series, bottom of the ninth, down by 3, bases are loaded, and you're coming to the plate. What fucking song do you walk up to?
Oh, yeah.
Right? When you go to a meeting, that should be playing.
Whoa.
This should be happening to you.
Wow.
What is your fucking walk-up song?
Yeah.
If I have a meeting, typically for me, I don't like to go to people's offices. I want them to come to me.
Yeah.
It's home field advantage. I will do this every single time. Like, oh, let's go. I'm like, listen, I can't make it. However, we can go to a restaurant and we'll meet here. If I go to that restaurant, it's a restaurant I've been to 100 times. I know the owners, I know the waiters, the servers, I know everybody. They sit down and they know me. I'm creating this advantage. My point is, you have to turn something on in business, and it could be a walk-up song. It could be like, I'm going 7 to the plate right now. What the fuck is it? Right? What is it?
That's huge. When I ran track before a big event, and you know, I'm gonna start doing it. I'm gonna get that. These are simple things that we forget about. I did this in high school and track. In college, I would play some like old school rap song, a Nas song. I'd get on there.
Let's go.
And Tony Robbins does. He primes you. He makes you make these fucking moves. He gives music in the background. He anchors you, conditions you, man. The subconscious shit. But life's all about the subconscious. The subconscious is what drives you. So if you're gonna go in a situation where like, oh man, I don't know if I can do this, you're gonna come back subpar. Your confidence in there. But if you come put your fucking pop-up song or call somebody, get you in that zone, you're gonna fucking crush. You got me excited now. Look, my whole energy just fucking changed thinking about those songs, you know?
Music moves your soul, right? It's so connected to your energy. This is a fact. Undisputed. If you are going to a meeting, say you have a massive business deal that maybe can happen, and you go in, I used to interview people, I had hundreds of employees. I said, let me ask you, I asked maybe one of 3 questions I generally ask in an interview. 1, have you ever sold drugs? That's what I asked. Why? Because I'm testing are they lying to me or not? Have you ever sold drugs? I've had 2 people say yes, I hired 1. And why? They did it and they're not in jail. Okay, now it's a skill set. Okay, you did something illegal. Okay, now I want to know more, right? Second question is, without hesitation, will you open your phone right now and let me look at your browsers? I would never look at it, but I want to know. Listen, if they give it to me and it's all Pornhub, I'm like, okay, cool, I get it, bro, whatever. But it's also, I'm looking at a company, do they do research? I'm never gonna look. I just want to see how they react. And number 3 is, on the way here this morning, wherever we are, when you were in the car, what did you listen to? And they're like, I just have the radio on. I'm like, no, what songs? Or did you listen to a book? It tells me a lot about them socially, what they did. And somebody was like, bro, I fucking read the Wu-Tang on the way here. I was like, you're fucking hired. How do you know what you're gonna do when you're hired? This is my point. It's connected to you. If somebody doesn't have enough energy to go, I just had the radio on, or I listen to fucking whatever. No, man, I don't. That's not me. It's not you. It's not the energy that I need. I want somebody who's like, yes, I've sold drugs. Here's my browser history. That's all Pornhub. And fuck yeah, I ripped Wu-Tang on the way here. I'm like, that's my person. That is my leader, right? And if they do that all, I'm like, holy shit. It's amazing.
They're comfortable in their own skin, is what it comes down to. They're not afraid for you to know that. It's who I am. Like, why play the charade in this fucking game? Because you're going to be found out anyway. The truth always comes out, right? That's how it is. And that comes down to this. I mean, this is all relevant to what we do here. Be your fucking self, be honest, and you're going to attract birds of feather flock together. You're going to attract the right kind of shit, rather than tracking bullshit you don't need and wasting fucking time.
You just said it perfect. Why would I waste my time? Listen,
Time is limited, man.
You're probably a very good person. I don't care. There's lots of them, right? I don't need more friends. I like to work. But I like to work with people that I also like. I detect, going back to this bullshit we were at the beginning. Are you real? And real meaning like, are you honest? Are you honest? Let me see your browsers. Sorry. Or I watch them open like fucking. I'm like, I already know.
You can tell the body language too. You get it right away. Yeah.
I'm not gonna look. I actually don't want to know if they sold drugs. I don't even care that they had a song in mind. I care that they have a really good thing about it. I was preparing for this. I'm like, every meeting you go to, you should be prepared.
You gotta be prepared. You're right. Yeah.
That's how we work.
Man, this is great. This is a very different podcast that I've done normally. Normally, it's more we talk about. I don't know, we dive into it, but we dive into like really shit essentials. These are the essentials of life, man. And you apply the essentials, it's gonna help you with business, it's gonna help you everywhere.
Basics.
The basics, yeah.
You know, it's crazy. We're sitting here. I see Marco here. I met Marco. He was 23. I was 46. He's half my age. He tells me a story because when I was 12 years old, I didn't want to play Pokemon. I wanted to make $1 million. So I did that at 13. He goes, Butch, how do I? He's asking about fitness and health and mental health. I said, here's the easiest thing to do. Probably the hardest thing to do, but try it. Go into a room, a dark room, and I'm talking as dark as it gets. Take all your clothes off. No light, no sound. And stand there. He goes, what do I do? I go, you'll figure it out. He was like, what do you mean? I go, just do it. He goes, how long? I said, you'll know. Internally, when you remove everything, no clothes, no sound, no light, temperature, hot, cold, maybe, it doesn't matter. When you remove everything around you, you'll find what's inside of you. I said, you'll leave this from a different person. You'll change you. And he goes, how often do you do it? When I leave it. The point to this is not telling these weird stories about dark rooms. It's going back to very basic things. Hi, how are you? Good morning matters. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get in this ultra performing lifestyle. Cars, lights, and all this shit. We forget sometimes the basics. So the morning works. It really does. And as much as we want to perform, because we're wired this way, sometimes because we're performing at a different level, we forget this shit. Yeah. We forget. I do too. You know?
You get lost, you get trapped in the cycle.
Yeah, we try to make money. Sometimes it's good. This is humility. This is checking yourself a little bit. You know, what are you good at today? All of these things. You're really good at basic things. The basic things will always win. Always. And nobody can take it away from you. It's mindless. You just have to do it. And most people forget about it.
Dude, incredible shit, man. I mean, you blow my mind when we were just it's that stuff that people forget about. You forget about it. We talk about this stuff, but you gotta get down here sometimes to get there.
Right? Like, I mean, we want to be here. We all aspire to be here. Truth be told, sometimes we are. And don't forget how you got here. Did you grow up with money? Were you super rich growing up?
No, not at all.
Of course. I grew up in a town of 5,000 people, farmers.
Where about? North Carolina?
Ohio.
Okay.
I had 5,000 people. I went to a university that had 40,000 people. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, this is hard. I didn't know this. I didn't know what a Jewish person was. I'm not joking.
Is that crazy?
It's so sheltered. But then you start to learn and experience. You're like, oh, man, my best friend is a black guy. I make black jokes to him all the time. Usually about his dick.
It's great shit, man. Dude, we're all in our boxes when it comes down to it. And you gotta get out of your box. And by travel, you do that. And, you know, for hats off to you. A lot of people, I grew up in New Jersey. There's a lot of people in New Jersey who've never been to New York City. Makes no fucking sense, but they're stuck in whatever, like an hour away. I've never been to the city, or I lived in South Carolina for a bit. There's people that never left, like, the fucking county, or they never left the state or the country. Like, it blows my mind away. And that you're, like, really in a small box. So the fact that you were in a town like that, you were able to, like,
travel all over the world, have amazing experience. I'm sure like if tomorrow was your last day, like listen, I had a full, complete life, you said, right? And I'm not this, and I feel the same way. I'm like, man, sometimes like, you know, my dad passed, and sometimes I'm like, man, I wish he could have traveled with me and see all the shit I've seen, man. He would always call me like, Dave, where are you now? He was in the Marines, he traveled all over. I think he lived himself vicariously through me, you know? He was like in a wheelchair at the end. And like, I wish I could have got him a lot of these places, but I know like if I was gone today, I'm like, bro, I had a good life, you know? And we got so much more to go, which is fucking crazy.
Let me bring Lena in. Yeah, and it's a perfect segment here. So she's from Ukraine. I'm speaking to her the other day. Your English is amazing. She said, where do you live? I said, sometimes North Carolina, sometimes California. She's like, most people don't ask me. Like, she's like, I said, Huntington Beach. I love Huntington Beach. And what? She from Ukraine, but lived in the United States. This is, I don't know her financial background. She's got a really, really cool story. She's one of the models, and I was like, blew my mind. Lena.
We got Cameo here and over here.
Can you tell your story? Tell your story about the United States, and then what it's like being culturally whatever. Does this make sense?
All right, guys, we got Olena from LeadBit over here. She's gonna give us a good story. This segues really good into what Butch was talking about. So tell us about it.
Well, I've actually never been to a podcast, so it's kind of going to be very excited to talk about something, you know, on camera. But the first time I came to the States was 16 years old. I came as an exchange student. I went into high school in Central California, and so I stayed there for like 9 months and went back to Ukraine and I enrolled in the university. I stayed with a host family. We traveled all around the California and other states as well. So it was pretty wholesome experience. I loved it. And so when war started, I kind of came back to see them, to stay, you know, enough time with them as well. And I did some marketing here and there when I was in Cali. I did some traveling as well. I love the States. It's beautiful. California is beautiful as well. All the mountains and lakes, the ocean. I loved it so much. The food was great. I love the Mexican food, so California has, I think, the best of it. So, but then eventually I kind of decided that, you know, it's still like kind of like being like a little homesick. And, you know, kind of want to be back home for the most part. So yeah, I just looked back and I got in LeadBit. It's been a year and 2 months since I've been an advertising manager at LeadBit and with the Nutra. And it's been great. Been meeting a lot of partners. So great to, you know, we all work remotely. So for us to come here and talk to you, talk to other partners, involve people to work with Nutra. So it's awesome.
So, great story, by the way. And Nutra, I feel, I came to my first affiliate world in Bangkok in 2017. Nutra was like starting to fall off a little bit, but it's come back hard. Like I feel like a lot of lead gen people have gone into Nutra. There was like a big boom, I think, with Ozempic and all this stuff. People always want to lose weight, and there's all this sort of thing. So what's working for you guys right now in Nutra, and what are you looking for at the show for the audience to learn more about?
Oh, you know, supplements is a big thing globally, like anywhere in the world, either in the US or it's Europe, Asia, Africa, it doesn't matter. Supplements is a big thing. So currently we kind of expanded to the US market because we've been kind of focusing on Europe for the most part and Asia and some Africa as well. So we're kind of right now expanded towards the US market as well as Latin America. Straight sales are going really good right now because we also have been mostly focusing on COD. So straight sales is something, you know, and US people love straight sales. You know, people in the States don't like to withhold, so it's better to just buy something online and you get a check and that's it. In terms of offers, yeah, you're right, like weight loss is a big thing. Also weight enhancement, hypertension, supplements for diabetes. So it's just a lot of like combination of health and beauty things, plus like skincare products as well. So yeah, it's kind of like, you know, your mind is kind of like your limit. So you can get creative and you know, combine your own formula with something and just promote it as much as you can.
Yeah, and I'm glad you're talking about it. A lot of our audience is in lead gen. We got a small percentage of people on e-com and Nutra, but people in our space are always looking for what's the next thing. You're looking to pivot to what the next thing is. So guys, if you're not doing anything in Nutra or e-com, explore it. We're all about testing it. Test a little bit. Contact Olena at LeadBit. Hit her up, and you guys can get going. So, what's your advice to somebody maybe coming from the lead gen side or pay-per-call to break into Nutra with you guys? And what have been some successful stories where someone did it, and how did they do it?
Pick your niche and focus on it at first. As I said before, it's a global thing. It's very broad. A lot of categories, a lot of countries that you can promote products in. So you kind of just have to stick to one for a while and kind of discover it. I would recommend to start off with tier 3, which is cheaper lead cost.
What's tier 3? The countries, the geos?
Yeah, it's mostly like African countries or Latin America. So the cost of lead cost is so much lower, so it's kind of easier.
Great advice right there. Tier 3, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, you can use different approaches because you know, people in Europe and Africa, they have 2 different mentalities, you know, so it's kind of like you have to understand one area and then another one, and you know, read successful cases, Google something online, you know, what kind of approaches work best. Can we use celebrities? Do adult approaches work there? Is it more doctor side and like medicine related? So you just need to kind of do your own research and discover the niche.
Great advice. Great advice, guys. I'm glad you came on the show to talk about it because, again, our show is about helping people make more money. How do we create value? And we haven't really talked about Nutra on our show at all, and we should. We're going to be talking more about it because I see it, I feel it. I feel that's where the money. When I came in 2017 in Bangkok, crypto. Bitcoin was at 3,000 back then. Now the shit, I don't know, 55,000. It went to 70,000. But that's the value of coming to these shows. You see where the flow of money is going. And I can tell you, probably the last 9 to 12 months, every time I go to these shows, more and more Nutra. I'm crushing Nutra. I'm doing this. I'm putting up these kind of numbers. It's big. What's the biggest numbers you're seeing with some of the people affiliates running with you guys?
Oh, the sky's the limit, honestly. The beautiful thing about Nutra is very stable. So no matter what season it is, let's say summer is the season for weight loss, then let's say in winter it's more for hypertension. Some people even get, you know, cold concerns, and you know, different seasons for different products. I would say the biggest numbers would be, I mean, our partners withdrawing like thousands of dollars on just the basis from their account. So the sky's the limit.
Good stuff. How can people find out more about you?
Go on LinkedIn.com, sign up if you're an advertiser or a publisher, and we'll get in touch with you and we'll present you our offers. I think that would be the best.
We'll put a link to you guys.
Absolutely.
Make some money with Olena LeadBit. Let's get pushed back in here to close it out. We're gonna close this out. Bro, that was great. You know what I liked about that? Most of what we talk about here is all about lead gen and pay-per-call and like sales on our show. That was good to talk about the Nutra element. I feel like there's been so much money flowing towards Nutra right now, and it's blowing the fuck up. And when I came to 2017, my first affiliate world, it was crypto. Bitcoin was at 3,000. We know where the fuck that went. Where it's at now, it's fucking 20x. So the point is that I love that we can bring some new ideas. And some people already, it's not new to people, but it's new to some people watching this shit. And that's the idea. Open your minds. Get out of your comfort zone. Test something fucking new. Test it with the winners.
You know what? Listen, I'm going to tell you something very simple about Nutra. People always want to lose weight. People always want to have
they want bigger penises.
male enhancement.
Yeah, they want to grow the penis a little bit.
This is what they want.
You think about
It's never going away, ever. Right? Lose weight, have more energy, last longer in bed, whatever you want to call it. It's never going away. But I would say diversify as much as you can. Run lead gen. Run insurance lead gen, right? Do ACA or something. Also run Nutra. Also run crypto. Also run
See what hits.
Whatever. See where it works. And then replicate your success.
Yeah. Success leaves
fail a lot
clues.
of times to replicate success.
Bro, you know what I say? We did roofing a year ago, couldn't make it work. We got a fucking media buyer. I know this guy for years, we sold it. I don't know why I didn't think about this a long time ago. We got running within a May. Bro, we're fucking crushing roofing right now. But what I'm trying to say is that you know how this business, you try 10 things, one works, 15 things, one works. But when something works from the get-go, you got a fucking winner, man. This shit worked from the fucking day one with this guy.
What do you call roofing companies?
What's that?
Do you call roofing companies?
No, I got referrals to the roofing companies.
No, I'm saying, do you call roofing companies and say, can I buy all of your clients for the last 5 years?
No, I need to do that.
You should do that.
No,
Do you know why? If they have had a new roof in the last 5 years, right? If they've had a new roof in the last 5 years, right? Okay, or the roofing company will give you these things. They pay them pennies for their leads. I'll give you $1,000 for the business that you have for the last 5 years. All these people get now attention because they have at least enough money to put a roof on, maybe solar.
Smart. Yeah, it makes sense.
There's a lot of shit.
JV partnership. I never thought about that. That's cool. Fucking value right there.
Yeah, what do you know? Like, why do you go roofing companies? Lots of reasons. Maybe they want solar. Maybe they want a pool. Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't matter because I have now access. And a roofing company, they don't know what a roof costs. You can tell that. How many roofs have you done in the last 5 years? 3,000. I'll give you $3,000 right now for a list of all your clients. They go, $3,000. I'll give you cash, bro. You're like, fucking here, you have it. I now have 5 years of buyers, and I can market.
You did it with one company, you do it with 10, and now you scale.
Just keep wrapping up.
Great idea. Well, I'm making money right now. It's fucking cool, baby. Guys, look, Butch, this was amazing. I'm glad we got you on. This was like last minute. We just saw each other. Yo, let's get you on the fucking podcast, bro. I know you guys got a lot of value out of this. If you like our shit, like, comment, subscribe. Let's fucking go, baby.
That's
How can people find out more about you, Butch?
if you look up Country Roads or Take Me Home, John Denver, on any YouTube, that's probably decent international. If you're on Instagram, but more importantly, like, share, subscribe, all of these things. David can connect us, and we'll work that way now.
West Virginia!
We got to play that video when we cut, man. I love you, man. That was fucking amazing.